Hey everyone, what's going on? Good to see everybody back. Today I'm gonna go ahead and show you my chess set that I purchased a couple of years ago. This is the House of Staunton Library Grandmaster chess set. So this was a 1.75 inch square size. They go 1.75. There's a 2.0 inch. 2.25 I believe is the standard for tournament size. So the board itself is really nice. It's made out of wood. There is numbers on this side here and letters on this side. I've had this for almost 2 years now. I got a birthday gift card to Amazon for $100 and the set was actually $200 discounted $50. So with my it was $150. So with my gift card to Amazon, it ended up costing me about $50, and I think it was free shipping, which was a good deal. Okay, so these are the pieces. The way that it opens is you just kind of slide this. You have the felt inside, green felt. It's really nice and padded. There's a separation right in between here, and then the light pieces, the dark pieces. The pieces just kind of lay there together, but the pieces themselves are not really super heavy, so it works out fine. You can't push it forward, you can only slide it, so it's nice. It's kind of a nice protection. There is no felt on the inside of the actual cover. Came free with the chess set, so for $150 I got the board, the chess pieces, and the chess box. The pieces are not super big, they're not really heavy. On the king, on my light king, I have a little crack right at the base of the piece. That crack has been there ever since I purchased it, but I just, for $50, I mean, whatever the price it was, I wasn't super unhappy with it. But what happens is, sometimes the reason why it cracks right here at the base of a particular piece, is that what they do is there's a little felt on the bottom here, and so if you remove the felt, you can get to the inside, where what they do is they cut a hole inside of the chess piece, and they put a little piece of metal in there to give it a little bit more weight. And so by cutting a hole right through the center here, basically it creates weaknesses in the periphery of the wood, and could over time cause the wood to basically crack, especially if the wood isn't particularly dense. I could take some epoxy probably and just flow it in there and then polish it, but there is a possibility that with time that crack is gonna propagate through the chess piece and then end up, destroying my king, which sometimes, depending on how long that would take, sometimes might possibly not have a replacement, so you would have to get a different king from a different chess set. But House of Staunton is really cool about that, so that, if you email them and let them know that you have a chess piece that is defective or something, or is broken, potentially they could either sell you the same one for a certain amount of money, or they could replace it. But you just have to let them know, like, I have the king from the House of Staunton. You have to, because they come with different colors, you have to indicate what color yours was. So another nice thing about these pieces is that they feel like they're weighted pretty well, even though I feel like they did put some kind of piece of weight down in there, but because it's wood and because it's not hollow, it's actually solid. The weight of the distribution of weight down the center it's not bad. If you get a piece like tournament chess sets, especially if those that are plastic, and you feel that they've been weighted, the weight is so far concentrated at the base, because that's where the majority of weight is, that when you pick up each and every piece, it doesn't feel right. It, like, you pick it up and to try to move it, and it's trying to do this as you're so as you're picking the piece up, it always wants to do this to you. It feels awkward. It feels like they unnecessarily put some kind of a piece of weight in there. Now, there are some chess pieces that are also inexpensive that are made out of like soapstone, where it's solid inside soapstone, and they put a little weight in here. Now those they tend to be pretty well distributed as far as weight. As far as feel, these are really nice. The chess pieces are nice and smooth. They polished them really well. I feel like the dark pieces are a little more coarse, and you can see the grain of the wood in dark pieces, whereas the light pieces are going to be a lot more polished, and they feel more polished. So another thing is, if for those of you guys who are used to playing in tournaments with like soapstone or any other type of inexpensive stone, the pieces actually will naturally feel kind of cold. So when you're playing, they feel a little bit cold. Now this is because it's wood, it doesn't feel as cold, so if you keep the chess set in like room temperature, it'll actually feel kind of warm. So the experience when you're playing this chess set, it does feel nice and cozy. Like I think that for the price, you're getting a really good deal, especially if you're considering like right now it's about $179. Given that it's holidays, it's not a bad price overall, and if you're trying to make a gift for either yourself or a friend or a relative, I think it's for the price. You're gonna get a really nice chess set overall, and you're going to be, you're gonna make somebody happy. If you're buying this as a set, and if you're gonna buy it, you're gonna buy it as a set, you have to pay attention to the fact that the light color pieces and how they blend in with the light color squares. They're kind of blending in a little bit, which is not bad, but that's something that you have to keep in mind when you're looking for a chess set. Especially if you're looking for chess pieces and then you're looking for a board separately, which is also an option. Keep in mind that if you have a lot of blending between the color and the background, your pieces are not going to stand out. Similar goes for the dark pieces. The dark pieces blend quite a bit with the dark squares. It's not terrible, but they blend. And so when you're playing a game, sometimes you may overlook a piece, or you might not be readily seen that he has his bishop or his queen somewhere, and as a result you might just kind of miss it just because it's not readily apparent. And in those situations you kind of feel like, I really wish these pieces would stand out. So that's just something that I want you guys to take into consideration. Here's the breakdown of each piece as far as the weight. I don't want to bore you guys by making this video extra long, but I'm gonna start with giving you weight in ounces, and then we can switch to grams afterward. The king, you can see here, is at 14 ounces. The queen, the knight looks like about 7. Bishop is about 8. Rook at 8. Pawn at 2 ounces. Here's in grams. Queen, 27. Rook's at about 24. King's about 39, 40. Knight at 22. There's a bishop at 25. And then pawn at 8 grams. Noticeably, the dark pieces are a little bit heavier than the light pieces, probably due to the fact that maybe there's a little bit more staining within the wood, and that staining brings it up just a few extra grams. You'll see the difference here. 9 versus 8 for the pawn. 27 versus 31. Knight 22 versus about 22. King 36 versus 39, 40. Rook at 24. Yeah, about 24. So a little bit. Now you can see bishop at 24 and dark bishop at 26. Here's some measurements. I find this helpful as far as trying to figure out. We're gonna do measurements in millimeters first, and then we can switch to inches. So 68 millimeters, 85 for the king, 56.8 for the knight, 40 for the pawn, 62 for the bishop, 47 for the rook, 56 for the other knight. This is right here in inches now, so 3.4, I guess, 3.4 inches for the king. Looks like 2.7 for the queen, 2.4 for the bishop, and then 2.2 for the knight, and 1.6 inches for the pawn, 1.9 for the rook. Here's the diameter of the underside of the king. It measures at 1.27 inches. The whole box with everything weighs in 3.82 in grams. It's a lot simpler. It's 1.6 kilograms. Well, that's about it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I have another chess set. For those of you guys interested, it's the 1852 Camerata from the Camerata collection, the 1852 Paulson chess set. It's basically a replica made by the House of Staunton. My particular variation comes with antique boxwood and genuine ebony wood. Next time when I do another video, I will show you guys that particular chess set. So if you like my video, please subscribe, hit that like button, subscribe, so that way you won't miss the next video. Thanks guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.